How is everybody? I'm a little bit nervous and I want to cry. Should I get into it? Should I just say, hey, yeah, I'm a big man here. Yeah, this is the way it goes. This is what I found. This is what I see. This is what I do. So this is what it is. So take it the way you see it. No, don't take it the way you see it. Otherwise, you'll be all closing it down. I go too quick and I'm always offline. I'm never online. I'm more offline than I am online. So how could you understand or even believe what I'm doing more than a joke than anything else? What do you think? I'm trying to lie to you and tell you all the good things? Zero has a value. Zach is the greatest designer I've ever seen. No, I really haven't seen very many, but I'm not putting you down. Or should I come on here and go, oh my God, I can't believe it. I saw the chemtrails again. But they were funny because I'm starting to think when I see a chemtrail, I just don't say it's a chemtrail. No, I've gone one step further. What kind of chemtrail? Is it going to make the clouds come quick? Is it going to puff up? Or is it going to dissipate real early? Well, the chemtrails that they put up today was very funny because some of the planes that they were running, right, it was coming out of 4 different areas. Normally, you would have it just forcing through the back end here, but you don't. And when you hear the sound, it sounds like a blower going. Why would I say that? I wish I was blown like that. But I've been blowing for years just the same way. First of all, I blow the Schaefer, and I know something that blows or pushes. What do you think? They just open up a valve and it falls down? Then it won't be consistent. They have to calculate the speed they're going, and by the time they go, and the whole thing. Because I blew all my life. I delivered pig feed to pigs all my life. In fact, you know what I want to show you? This one word. I just love it. Now we have to go back to truck driving. Boss Hog. Or was that one of the TV programs? I'm so sorry that I don't remember the name. I have a little bit on my mind. H-O is a ho, ho, ho. It's a ho, it's a hog. G and H are 7 and 8. You ever see the 7 and 8 card when you play? One's got 2 spot houses, one's got 1. Because one, they don't need you there. You're inside the electronics and you come back. I'm in Matrix. Hello, I'm the soul. I am the one that holds the spirit within inside of me in my life. And I can make decisions upon how I think and what I feel. I only want to use it the right way. 2 hours, 26 minutes into the video. Or at least it certainly feels that way because you know what? When you're doing a good video, it seems to go fast. This one's going slow, but it feels good anyways. You like that? I mean, that's my friend's driveway. But this all in actuality, okay, can turn into the American flag. Why? Let's just do this for fun. And then we'll go back to what we were doing. What were we doing? All right. Hold on a second. You see it's on the wall there? There's a cat, and there's 2 colored things. They look like a peach color, and there's a spade in between. One has the one side, one rim, the other has a double rim. Okay? I know I'm going to be all over the place with this. Aleph bet. Well, bet's a gamble. You got to have a place to put your money and bet. So where's Aleph? Aleph. Like, where would Aleph hang out? Well, Aleph, okay, is the balance and the core to everything. Aleph and bet. Aleph and bet create Gimel. Gimel becomes and needs, okay, Gimel becomes, it is 3. Now it needs the 4 corners. You need a house to live in. You need the 4 corners, 0, the 360 degrees. So if you need the 4 corners, 360 degrees, you went from 2 to 4. Then obviously 2 of the corners might have been Venus, Mars, and 2 of the corners could have been Venus, Saturn. The 4 corners in all actuality on the telephone, looking down, is Mercury, Earth, Pluto, and Uranus. But I could be wrong. If you turn everything on an angle like this, the 2 position, the 1 position is on the corner. The even ones become the even numbers, 1 here and 1 here. The odd ones becomes the 1 here, and the even ones becomes 1 here and 1 here. Or is it already set up for us with these 3, and these 3, and the 4 of them being 1379? But it shouldn't be 1379. Do you know why? It's got to be 19, the 1 ball and the 9 ball. Those are the only 2 balls that are apart from each other in the proper position on this. The other one is the 2 and the 4, but not the 2 and the 4 on here. The 2 and the 4 on here create the 86. Okay, because you don't actually live in the 10. because 10 is showing you 5 in here and 5 over here. You're living 5 and 3, 3 of creation of 5. That's the egg. Then 2 and 6, okay, becomes the 20, which becomes the 10-10 world you are in, and the connectors for it. And then you either go into the 7 world, or plus 10 plus minus 3, or 10 plus 3, or the 13 world. And then you become who you are. And Mars and Earth, 3 times 4, and 3 plus 4 is 19, 1 plus 9, 1 times 9 equals 10 and 9. It says, Peten Manin. Gold bonds medicated. This is the year of gold bond. The diamond year in the Hebrew New Year is 75 years. Next Hebrew New Year is that 75 years. And I'm going to show you on here, and I don't care if I'm all over the place. You're going to have to stop, go back, and say, I'm going to get this done properly one day. I know it. I just want to show you this, okay? This is next year. First of all, Paul Willer, I'm going to try and send you this if I could. Where is it? This is not it. The pictures are here. The pictures are here. Okay, here's the first one of why it's next year. Okay. Hold on a second. Well, it seems like they're all over the place. They're showing up all over the place. Can you see the white? It says Orpheus. On the left, it's the one spirit of the 2014. You see where it says 2014 right there? In black and then red next to it? Then next to it is a 31. Okay? 31 and 14 are 45 together. 22 and 9. 9 and 31 is the game board. Plus the 14 is 54. 54, 9 times 6 is 54. It's the face. It's a bunch of other stuff, but just that's not why I brought you here. I brought you here so we can add this up. 21, 35, and this is 40. Makes 75. 9, 31, 14, 21. Then on this side, 17, look, 3 and 4 is 7. 6, 17, 76. Okay? 17, 51, 57, 75. The total of 57, 75. 5 and 7 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. On both sides, 33, the time of Christ. It's also 123 cycles times 47 equals to the year of next year, 57, 75. It's actually 57 and 81, but everything happened before time. I've said this before, we are behind 5 or 6 years in the cycle. Another thing you have to, I'm going to explain to you why. When Jesus was born, I can't tell you, well, he just couldn't be, he wasn't born at 0. Whatever number we're running and whatever day he was born, I'm running my project on a certain number because everybody is saying so many things different. I just say if Jesus died at 33, then he was born at 0, right? So that's what I did. You make it simple. So Jesus is born at 0. But he wasn't born at 0. Because what happened? His mother never slept with his father, so they couldn't. They got pregnant right away. But the mother had to be, become of age. What was missing? So I put Jesus back a couple of years to be born, and then for the first creation, you got to go back a couple more years. 3 and 3, it says, command and create. 3 and 3. Why don't we just go back 6 years? Well, why don't we go back 7 years? And one of the biggest reasons for going back 7 years is because of this. This does not exist until you can get 6 and 1. Didn't God say, I built the humans in 5 days or 6, and on the last day I rested? Well, I guess God started the clock before that. The end time is off by 7 years. Because 47 times 80 plus 47 times 30, creation. 80 in French is 420. It's 105. That's 14 cards are 1 to 14 totals the addition altogether of 105. So the 2 additions work. The 14th area in position when you're coming in Rubik's Cube ends up to be the cross in the center, which is also number 74. And I'm not going to explain to you right now. Do you want me to explain it to you? Everything that goes in the 5 position is like this. 5, 14, 23, 32 equals 74. 7 and 4 are together on the phone. In fact, to create the 4, you need a 1 and a 7 to create the 4. Put 1 over the line of the 7, like the Lexus sign, and you got your bingo 4. 7 by 4 is 28. 28 days, we got the moon. 7 plus 4 is 11. Spirit angel of man. Man's birth. Why? Because 29 total. The spirit angel of man. Same thing. So we have man's birth now. And what was I talking about? Come on, Ronnie, don't forget. Come on. The spirit angel, the 28, 7 times 4 was 28. 28, okay, E-I-N equals 28. Add 11, making it 39. S-T are the closest, number 17 and number 20, or 2017, the new cycle. That's why the trumpets blow in 2016. And also, that's the number of Nibiru. So now, we take the 11, and it's S and T. S equals 19, 1 and 9, because we have to fit in 1 and 9. It's man and his birth. You can't put in another number. And we need the area, the 10-10 world. 20. 1920. S-T. E-I-N-S-T. 28. E-I-N. Einstein. Oh my God. Why don't we try it this way? Calculated against 1776, 24 hours a day, 1776 times 74. Divide 1776 by 74, you get 24. 2 times 4, do you remember what we got? 2 and 4, 2 and 6. But if you just move them like this, they always become 2 and 4, 2 and 4, 2 and 4. 2 and 4, 2 and 8. 6 and 4 makes 110. The Twin Towers, they went up, they went down. 8 and 6, 6 and 8. 6 by 8 is 48. That's your Monopoly board. It's 13, or 4 times 12. And there's more because 84 is 7 times 12. 3 and 4, Earth and Mars again. So we did Einstein 1776. You see, as you start to put in how many times can 592 go into 17, or 592 go into 1776? 8, 8, and 8, 20, right. And how many times, so you mark all these things down, how many times these certain numbers can go in? Well, not certain numbers, there are no other ones. When you get to the bottom, you know what the answer is? 28, 28, 39, 28 again. This thing I just showed you, I mean, it's not me. There's your 20. There's your spirit. There's your 21. Here's your 2014. Here's your 50. Here's your 45, which is the Fox. I shouldn't even have mentioned that. 1 times 4. Look, 3, 4. Your Mars and your Earth again. 1 on the outside, 1 on the outside, 7 on the inside, 1, 7, 1. The Tea Party of 1771 and the beginning. But we didn't have an election, okay, until 13 years later. 32 and 19, 15, 15 and 14, 19, 19 and 19. I'm not going to go any further than that. Now, when you start adding up the numbers here, I'm not sure which numbers they are because this is the first time I looked at it, but 26, 29, 64, 74, 76, 76, or let's go 51, 61, 71, 79, 89, 99, 100, 122, 153, 173, 176, 206. Oh, this is not, oh, I'm doing the wrong wheel. I had to do this on the other wheel. I'm sorry. I made a little mistake. Anyways, where else were we? Where else were we? Let me turn on this little light here I got underneath me. I really didn't want to bring it into so many minutes. Uh-oh. What was that? Everybody knows what this is. You can turn it into the swastika if you want, but look. Here's number 3. It became a heart. It becomes a funnel. It becomes your ace, your stabilizer, your pointed ace. I'm trying to think where else I should go with this. There was something I wanted to tell you, and I wrote it down here. Yeah, we have the 2 roulette tables, right? And one roulette table has 37 numbers, and the other one has 38. Total of 75. 3 by 7 is 21, and 31 equals to 52. 3 by 8 is your 24 hours a day. 3 plus 8 is your 11. So that 38 actually fits in together with the with the 39 and 28 we were doing before, which was 11 and 28. This one is 38, which is 3 by 8 and 3 plus 8. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 plus 5 is 12. 12 and 35 is 47. 47 times 50, we bring it into the golden era, okay? Don't go to the Moses. Don't go. Moses took those tablets and threw them out that bull, that golden bull. Don't go to that golden bull. It was 50 years of something back then. So when I go the cycle of 50 times number 75, 7 by 5, 7 plus 5 equals the 47. 50 by 47 is 2350. That's about when Moses was here. 30 cycles later, 1410, 10:4, we've got a code. Why? Because Jesus is carrying the cross on his back. Number 14, 1410, which is 5 and 10. 5, 10, 15, 20, let's begin the game. It's all insane. Anyways, I'm just joking around with that. I don't know which way you want to see it, but that's what came to my mind. So anyways, let me go and see what I had to say. So we did the thing about Aleph and Bet. Like I said, the Aleph might be the money in the games we play, and the Bet would be the place to play the game. And the player in the game, I still think his name is Raish, because Raish is H&R. It's like H&R Block, because they're all blocked. Who's in the house? Okay, so what happens here is I'm trying to. Oh yeah, so H and R. Let's take out the letters that go in it next. Inside R, the sound is A. If you put the A in numbers to the R in numbers, it comes out to 19, which is S. So forget about the R, just take the 2 letters that are created, you got AS. And in French, that's an ace. Again. So in H, we'll do the same thing. Listen to the H, but take out the H from the sound, because in French, sometimes they don't even say it. So you got A-C-H-E sounding with H. Take out the H, you have A-C-E. Another ace. And how we're falling on is Mercury and Venus. He ain't got no moons. Earth has got 1 moon, but is that a moon to check on us? And Mars has got 2 moons to divide us. That's the way I see it. I think half these planets are here. We're probably like sitting like this, like the globe, and it's just like spinning like this. In fact, it's not this spinning, it's this world spinning, and we're just beside it, not even moving at all. Like somebody said, if we were moving 500,000 miles an hour, we must be able to feel some sort of movement, right? Anyways, how long does it take to get around the sun? Hold on. I'm back. Don't you remember? I was on this radio show last year, and he said to me, there's this gentleman who says there's 4 parts in a day. Well, if you're sitting in one area and you're looking like this would be 1. And then the earth would move. You haven't moved, but you're seeing a different picture. Now the earth, now it keeps going. You haven't moved, but now you see the other side. So now we went around, and earth hasn't moved, and now you see the other side, and now it's the next day. You haven't moved. This is my head. Pretend this was my head that didn't move. Watch how everything else moves. So that means if I'm looking this way, I'm now looking between. This way, I'm now looking the side. So I'm looking at 4 different parts of the universe while I'm not even having to move out of my seat. That's what I see. And that's the first part. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. It's just like these plates here. See these plates? This is the way it might be. It moves 3 times and becomes the next day. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Wouldn't it make sense? And the other thing, and I've shown this many times, 3 cars in a row. 3 cars in a row. It's just really weird. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. Yesterday I saw an accident, and I decided I knew the accident was going to happen before it even happened. It was like, it wasn't even a thought in my head. I saw the light. It was flashing to turn left, and it stopped flashing. The lady's still going. So I just said, let me look. So I was watching. Saw the accident happen. Drove into the shopping center. Got out of my car. I politely said to the girl, would you like me to speak in English or French? And I'm in Quebec. Do you know what the girl, probably about 20 years old, do you know what she said to me? Est-ce maudit français? She screamed at me. You must speak in French, she says to me. So I go, listen. I go, the light was flashing. She goes, see? She says, the light wasn't flashing. I go, excuse me. I said, I'm behind this person that just got hit with her car. I said, do you want me to take your side? Or when the police come, I'll just tell them that you just rammed into her because you felt like it. Maudite paquerec, she says to me. She says, you're a piece of shit, more or less, she's talking to me. I go, listen, you want to know the story at home? And don't interrupt me. I'm going to tell you the whole story. And when I'm done, you do what you want. She goes, vas-y. She says, go. I said, the truck. I says, I was waiting behind the truck. The light was flashing. And then she opens her mouth. Maudit Chris. She's saying to me, the light wasn't flashing. A, she could not see. B, it was flashing. Do you want me to start the conversation while we were at the red light and the lady went through the red light? No. The light stopped flashing. I noticed it because I pay attention to these things. The other lady in front of me did not. When I saw that white van go to turn left, I had noticed that the light had stopped flashing, but she was still going. The other car, not paying attention to who and what, if anybody's turning left, decided to just hit the gas. Why do I say this shouldn't have happened? Because they only touched very lightly. There was still damage on the car, but they touched so lightly at such a small speed that A, she was driving slow enough to make her left and to be able to be seen without the person, in which before the minute the light turns red, it doesn't mean slam on the gas. I mean, take a look in front of you, because that girl was already there. Anyways, that was the end of the story. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus. I want to thank you for watching.